Okay, server unmute, so patient 0 can now unmute themselves. Noodle should be unserver muted so they can unmute themselves. I thought I unmuted you before, but I guess it didn't take. Oh, and hey guys! Stream is active. Hey! How are we doing, guys? Sorry, we had a little bit of Discord issues that we had to resolve. How are we all doing tonight? You all can't see, and I assume you can't hear my players just yet. But we're going to switch over here. And this should be my players. Can I get a sound check from y'all?
Sound check from Dragoon.
Yep.
Oh, hippo back.
I see that on the stream, so it is live. Yes. How's it feel to be on stream, guys?
Doing good.
Sean
Feels great.
and Levi are both still self-muted.
They'll find out at one point.
Terrified. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and start moving into the created character.
There's Best Boy. Hello, Levi.
Hi.
Hello. Jeez, Levi, you are quiet.
I'm sorry. I'm naturally very quiet.
Okay.
No, we can fix that. We
I'm
can
gonna
raise
turn
your
you up a
volume
wee
for the
bit.
rest of us.
Yeah. Up to a point.
176% should do it.
Jesus Christ.
Very soft.
Stop
There,
being
and I'm going to turn down the music a little bit more so everyone can be
Oh
heard.
god, I
Hey,
have to create
we got a
a name.
Noodle in chat. Hey, Noodle, you know you're still mic muted in Discord.
Unmute yourself.
If you feel like it. If you don't feel like you can
Kitten.
unmute yourself just yet, it's all good.
I'll just pick on Levi.
Are you restricted to push to talk? Oh.
Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, so go to user settings down by your name. And then, let me see.
One second, that might be a setting on my end.
It says I have to push.
Well, no, if he has push to talk on, he needs to go to voice and video. So go down to settings by where you see your name at the bottom left of the screen, where it has like the mic and it has the headphones and then the little gear. Go to the gear, and then you're going to where it says input mode. Hit voice activity, and it should automatically go ahead and set it up for it.
Or you hit voice
No,
video.
You two have special privileges because of the whole Pokemon thing. They didn't have the privilege to voice activation.
It's input mode. It's not just a thing for that.
No, they didn't have the privilege to not use. Yeah, I had to change that. You should be good now if you want to try talking, Sean. Maybe.
Hello?
There we go.
Hey, we have audio.
Hello.
There's still quite a bit of.
Click the right button?
Yeah, you're good. You should you should now also be able to use voice activation if you so wish.
I don't know what that means.
It just means you talk and it picks you up instead of having to push
Instead
a
of
button.
you hitting
What?
a button.
I'm not
Okay.
hitting any button.
Yep.
Okay,
you're on
so
voice
I don't
activation.
think.
Quick question when it comes to all this.
Ooh.
What is the advancement type? Are we doing milestone or XP?
So that's the trick, because we could do milestone. Milestone may simplify both types of things that we have options to do. But first things first, I would say first we got to choose an adventure type. We have Mines of Endelver or the Icewind Dale, I believe.
Now, if only I knew what either of those were.
I'll pull them up and.
Brandon, what's your height? Are you 5'11"?
I'm 5'9".
Alright.
Where is? Let's see here. I've got Lost Mine of Endelver. There's that one. I think Icewind Dale. is the other
I'm gonna
starter.
play with Icewind Dale and put a couple levels of that. It was alright. I don't know what the other one is though.
Takes you from 1 to 12. That doesn't sound right for a starter kit. Because mine's a Findelver. Hey, Dawn! You're gonna lurk? Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Oh, for the sub? Ooh, guys, we have a Prime Gaming sub from Gamer from Dawn. Thank you so much.
Nice.
Guys, we just started our D&D stream and we already have a sub.
Congratulations.
We're
Yes.
making money.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dawn. I've been meaning to add a note from the bot saying that, hey, if you have Prime, you can connect them. Oh, look at all those emotes you have now. You're gonna go sleep and lurk on us? Absolutely. Absolutely. I appreciate the look.
Good
Lurk,
night.
100%, Dawn. But, so, Mines of Findelver is definitely one of them. I gotta figure out which one the other one is. It's apparently not Icewind Dale. I know it's something about ice. Maybe it's Frozen Sick? No, that's just an adventure. Maybe I can find it in the marketplace?
Hmm.
I have questions.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to add notes
Add notes.
on my character.
You're good, guys. Depending on what we choose tonight, what you may have done so far may kind of be void. Just throwing that out there. Because a couple things that we're going to have to decide. One is the adventure. Two, whether we're going to do dual class or dual spec. I'll go into those details for those. I'm going to give a little bit of guidance for backstory, like some backstory guidance. Dragon of Icespire Peak. I think that's it. In the Essentials Kit Bundle, yeah. So this is the other one. So you have the Lost Mines of Findelver, or you have the Dragon of Icespire Peak. And let's see. If we can.
So what sources are we allowing?
If it's an official Dungeons and Dragons source, I'm allowing.
So
I'm not
Eberron?
restricting y'all to 2 books. Like, if it's a published book, if it's in a published book, it's available. Basically, if you look on D&D Beyond, and you can find it there, I can unlock it and give
Well,
it to y'all.
it says, because I chose to just go through the standard character creation process. It says character preferences allow or restrict sources to be used for his character, homebrew content, critical role content, Magic the Gathering, Eberron, Rick and Morty, non-core D&D.
So, I'm gonna pull up your character because we kind of set a little bit of that up, Corey. We're allowing homebrew content because there are some things I'm going to have to give you all, depending on what we choose, and I need to be able to homebrew that. We're not allowing Critical Role, we're not allowing Magic the Gathering, we're not allowing Rick and Morty, and we are not allowing non-core. So it's Eberron and it's homebrew.
Okay.
For alternative sources. The
Customized
non-core...
origin?
Well, going down the list. So it's those 2. We're going to enable the dice rolling. We'll see how that works. I plan on... I hear some yapping in the back. Dice rolling, you can probably disable it if you don't want it enabled. I think we're going to use Roll20 for the dice rolls. So people...
I apologize for the guinea pig alarm, by the way.
I was wondering what that was.
We'll settle down in a moment.
So, enable or disable dice rolling, doesn't matter. Optional features, allow optional class features. Customize origin, you could probably, but it adds complexity to creating your origin. So I'm tempted to say leave it off for now. We can turn it on as needed. I'm leaning towards milestone for the advancement. Let me actually switch to in-game and show my screen, which I think it won't show you all talking, but people should still be able to hear you.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Did you say anything important?
Not too much. It's just a
No.
little bit of starting up. Before we get any further, let me give you all. Let me actually hide this information real quick. I'm going to invite you all. Here is. I'm gonna DM it to each of y'all. Here's the Roll20 invite. If you do not already have a Roll20 account, you will need one. If you do, you just sign in. And that should add you to the game. You won't be making a character there. I may make you all like pseudo character sheets that just give you all a thing to click on and roll, but we'll see. We'll see how in depth we want to get with this stuff. But that's the roll. That's the Roll20. And here is.
So do I go ahead and hit launch game, or?
You can, but it won't show anything. That is just once I get maps added, because I couldn't add maps until we decide what adventure we're doing. The second link I just sent you all is the D&D Beyond link. To be able to add your character to the campaign, and for me to be able to share all the sources with you all. But so, okay. Adventure. We have the Lost Mines of Fendelver. The synapse is explore subterranean labyrinths, plunder hordes of treasures, and battle legendary monsters. It is an introduction. You journey to forgotten realms to the town of Fendelver and rediscover the ancient mine lost thousands of years ago. I won't make you use any of the pre-gen characters. You can use your own characters. And it feeds into Out of the Abyss, Storm King's Thunder, Tomb of Annihilation, or Princes of Apocalypse. I'm going to go and say we are not doing Tombs of Annihilation. Because that is for experienced players who want their characters dead. I'll go ahead and tell you all that.
What?
Tomb of Annihilation is not a good time if you want living characters.
Okay, so I'm on approll20.net.
Yep, that's for our maps.
Do I click launch game?
You can, but you won't see anything. There are no maps there.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
But it will show you kind of what it looks like. You get the loading screen. If you do slash roll the number 1, the letter D, and the number 20, it will roll for you. And I can take that and show that on screen. Also, Sean, you're broadcasting your webcam to Roll20.
To who? Oh.
Let me
What does that do? Put it on screen?
one second. I'm getting audio from both things. Give me a second.
Okay.
Not.
You can turn on your camera, but turn the microphone off if you hit the little lock icon.
Well, if you do webcams, it's gonna have to be through Discord. If we do that. And let's see if that refreshes it. Okay, I have it turned on. So, yeah. So, Roll20 is going to be the maps. You can see there's the grid. I'll be adding the maps in, and it creates a thing where like you can use various tools to kind of point out where you want to go. We make sure you're getting what you want out of your move, and then um, yeah, showing where
I think the
everything is.
webcam is too much.
Well, that's Roll20. You're not going to see anything important there yet because nothing's been set up. But so Lost Mines of Fendelver, it's a 1 to 5. So after level 5, we will have the option of trying the other starter kit with new characters if you don't like your current character, or going into either another pre-made or a homebrew that I will be working on. The Dragon of Icespire Peak, another beginning adventure. What's the synapse? Hey! Thank you for claiming first, Don. It starts as 1 again, and it's you explore the introductory adventure to get started. Like, it tells you almost nothing. You can assume you're going to fight a dragon. Since it's in the name.
Yeah, I looked it up briefly. You're fighting a lot of stuff, monsters and dragons and stuff.
It is a 1 to
How
7.
do you turn on your cameras on the Roll20?
How do you turn it on? I normally don't run the camera there, so it's up above the chat. There's a gear, and then you have graphics, you have video and audio, and whatnot. And I just have them set to others can see here, none. I can see here, none. And that should turn off all the sources and save some bandwidth. But so we have the 1 to 5 Lost Mines, or we have the 1 to 7 Dragon of Icespire.
There we go. Hey.
Did you get your webcam working there?
Yeah, for Roll20.
Like I said, if I configure the overlay for webcams, it will be through Discord.
I figured as much.
Yeah, because then
I see
jeez, that scared me, Don. Oh, we got Don playing the Undertale Megalovania and startling me. Holy crap! Oh. But yeah, whichever one we play, we will be playing through. And then we will have the option to either continue, or if you guys really want different characters to try something new.
Well, I'm definitely trying something new with a paladin.
So like, you guys have more than one chance to make a character and find something you like. So feel free to test. And so like the whole process is, we do one. If everyone loves their characters, we continue. If not, we can do the second one. If everyone loves their characters there, we continue from there. If not, then I go full homebrew, and you've got either a third character or one of your previous 2 that you have already made. Say if you liked your character from the first one, but not the second one, you can take your first one. Or if you don't like either, you can make a third one. So, backstories aren't important until we get close to the end of the starter kits.
For ability scores, are we doing standard array or manual roll?
I'm tempted to say that we roll them. Like that's the experience, right?
I agree.
Yeah. What do we use to roll?
I'd say maybe we roll on D20. So maybe we would use that. Let's see. Roll 6 20. See how that reacts. Yeah, you could roll
D20.
You could do a slash roll with 6 or 7 D20 in D&D Beyond. or sorry, in Roll20 to give you. Oh, sorry. So it would be
But don't you, when you roll stats, and when
it's
you roll
D6s.
3 dice,
It's
and
been a
then
while
drop
since
the
I made a
lowest
new
one?
character. Forgive me. It is D6s.
Yeah, it's
So-
D6s, and you roll 4 dice and just get rid of the lowest one.
So it would be
You
roll
roll
4d6.
6d6.
You shoot, you lose
You
the
would
lowest
do that
one.
7 times.
4d6.
So then the stat would be
Oh.
13.
There's an extra command you add to drop one of the lowest.
You could just manually do it.
Yeah, like so you just rolled a
That'd be-
15.
Yeah.
Ian. Because
Nice.
it
Okay.
didn't drop the 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Or a 14 if you don't want a 15.
if I don't want the 5, you know what? Hold on. Give me a second. Let me find something to write it down with, so I can roll
Well-
all of them and then pick which ones I
well-
want and what stat.
Hold on. We need
Let's
to
get all
we
the
need to
new
pick our
players in
adventure.
here.
We do need to
Right.
pick our adventure first.
Sure. Okay.
Levi, what you thinking? Which one you want to run?
Yeah, you've been a little bit quiet, my friend.
Right.
Maybe I'm gonna switch some
Yeah.
screens
Levi,
real quick
get
to
in
copy
here.
things.
Levi.
In here? What do you mean?
You're just
Yes,
quiet in the
yes.
background. Which one do you think about doing of the 2 campaigns?
I don't know.
There's 2?
There is
So
no
basically,
wrong answer.
so of the 2, it's basically we go like Frost Mountains and like fight dragons and do that stuff,
I'm just gonna
or we
set
go
that
through like
down.
a mine and a labyrinth and fight monsters in like in a mine.
I will tell you, I have already played Mines of Fendelver, so I am more familiar with it.
So which you want to fight in a mine and a labyrinth, or like fighting like snowy like rocky mountains and cliffs?
Didn't mean to be ignoring you, Don. I'm gonna read out what Don wrote. A little bit of a paragraph. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are institutionalized among men, deriving their just powers from the from the Eratus. I'm assuming that's what the next word was supposed to be. Yeah, didn't mean to be ignoring you, Don. But like I say, I've already played and ran Mines of Fendelver, so it would be less work on my part to run it again, since I am familiar with the plot line. But don't let that sway you all. If you all know you want to fight a dragon, the guarantee is Dragon of Ice Spire Peak.
And right now, if I had cast my vote, it's for the peak. I Spire Peak.
Okay, so we got Corey that's voting
I
for
vote
the
I
Peak.
Spire Peak.
2 votes for Peak.
Levi?
Ice Spire Peak is cool, I guess.
You know what they
My
are?
opinions are
That's
never
3 of the
set.
5 motion carried.
Get Sean's vote for the unanimous. Sean, what's your vote?
What? Oh, okay. The hill or the...
So, would you like to fight do a campaign that you go on the ice cliff mountains and you're gonna fight a dragon, or we have to go to like a labyrinth, like mines and stuff, and fight like monsters in there?
Now, I
So,
will
like-
say,
Okay.
Ice Spire Peak is 2 levels longer. So,
Okay.
if you're unsure whether you're going to like your first character, the 5 levels
Oh, I
are
love my
mines.
first character.
So, but just throwing things out to consider for you all. I will
Yes.
run either. And if you guys all enjoy your characters you make, I can use ideas from the other one. Like, I could, if we go the homebrew route, I can pull ideas from anywhere.
Hello.
We're here, Sean.
Okay. I pick the mountain.
The mountains.
Yeah.
That's peak. That's peak.
Okay. So, with a 4 out of 5 vote, because our 5th is currently missing, we will be doing Dragon of Ice Spire Peak. I will be purchasing it so that I have access to all the monsters and stuff. So yeah. Oh, we got a boop. Who booped?
Boop-de boop.
I don't know where I got a boop. Yeah, there it is again. I don't know who's
Bunch of
booping.
boops.
At least it's not just me hearing it. Oh, that's roll 20, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Lulz. Okay. So, let's see if I can adjust.
I got
Oh. Oh. Got an 8.
You rolled an 8. Ooh. Okay, so let's
Oh, thank goodness.
so you're taking your first 15, right?
Yeah, I'm taking the 15.
Okay. Then you got
I've got a notepad. I've got a
13.
notepad, so I've got it.
6, 11, that's 13, then an 8. Let's keep going.
I'm rolling. Yep. So slash.
Tried to make that larger for you all who want to watch. That's
9.
a 9. Oh. Although I love characters with weaknesses. Like, a good character always has weaknesses.
All right, and then last one, right?
That was your fourth one. You have 3 more
more.
rolls.
I have 3 more rolls.
Yep.
2 more. Right?
I do not only the 46 drop 1, but I roll 7.
Oh.
And
Okay.
that
14.
gives us a little bit of leeway. That's a 14, not bad. Now I'm undecided whether or not I'll let you all choose which 6 out of the 7. Because like I said, I am a fan of characters with weaknesses. But this, at least, if you absolutely tank one and say roll 4 1s.
16.
At least, yeah, if you roll a 3, at least I can say, yeah, you're not getting that 3. But then if someone rolls all 18s and then 1 3, like, they're getting 5 18s and a 3. You know?
You know how lucky you have to be for that?
All right, so I'm rolling one more after this one because this
Yes.
one's number 7.
This will be number 7.
Yes.
This is the last one.
Yes.
And
an
an
11.
11.
So,
Average stat.
So if it's only 6 slots, right?
it is
Yeah,
only
you either choose 6 out of
slots.
7.
It is only 6 slots.
right.
But that, so far,
I'm
without adding racials, you have let's see, 2 -1s, a 0, a +1, 2 +2s, and a +3.
Of average. It's pretty good.
I think I have that right. Because the 14, 15 are the +2s.
How did you do that?
How did I
So-
derive the
How do you how do you roll the dice?
So
do slash roll and then space the number 4, the letter D, and then the number 6.
Here, I can show you.
So Sean, I'll send you a thing.
So,
You got-
without the period that I put on the
I
front,
have my
this
phone,
is the
So
command.
if you're sending it over
Don't
the
quite
phone,
do it just yet. Don't quite do it just yet. So, Ian, how do you feel about not taking that +0 but getting the 2 -1s? Or dropping one of the -1s, dropping the 9 and getting the -1 and the 0. How do you feel about those? So you'll, best case scenario, you will end up with the lower -1. Or 2 -1s. How do you feel? I'm asking, like,
God,
this is an open
Sean!
dialogue. I'm not saying this is
I'll,
your
I'll,
2
I'll
options.
drop one of the -1s. I'll drop one of the -1s.
So you're more okay with dropping the 9 than the 11.
Yeah, because
that's why I'm
a,
asking what you're
plus
okay with.
zero is, a plus 0 is better than a -1.
Yes, and I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm a fan of characters with weaknesses. Weaknesses create areas for
I
others to shine,
have
and I love that.
weakness.
Like Superman is a horrible superhero because he has no weaknesses.
I thought he has kryptonite as a weakness.
Yeah, but who's going to have
That's
That's a
kryptonite?
cop out.
trees.
That is.
Yeah, who?
Also, it doesn't really work. He always beats them when they even have kryptonite
Like-
against him.
So, like I said, who's going to have kryptonite other than Batman? Supervillains. That's it.
Or Lex Luthor.
Supervillains, right? Alexa, stop.
Ooh.
I should mute.
Okay, so I'm just going through with as I'm going, I'm creating my character. I know how to counter my -1.
Yeah, you
Oh,
could easily
no.
pour your put it in a +2 stat,
No.
or put it in a stat you really will never use.
Well, charisma.
It
I get
says
charisma. I have a racial bonus of +1.
Okay, that still
So
leaves it
just-
at a -1. Because
Yep.
9
So
is
that'll
a
put it to a
-1.
0.
No. If you're taking the 8,
The 8 will make it 9, so it'll be -1.
it'll still be a -1, but it'll be closer
Hmm.
to if you want to really try to get rid of it. At least at your level 4, you could get rid of it if you really wanted to.
All right.
Now, like I said, this is
Oh,
open
wait.
dialogue.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
saying here are your options. Pick. Like,
Well, I could also honestly, it's probably a stupid choice, but I could also throw it in strength because I have a racial bonus of +2.
Why would you want your... I mean, you do what you want, but strength
Yeah.
as a paladin be -1.
I would probably put my 15 in the strength
Just
category.
whatever your
either your
dumb
15 or
stat's
your
going to be,
16,
make it
because you
-1.
you could start off with an 18 in strength. You could. Now, depending on how you want to use your charisma, if you're using like just buff spells, charisma means nothing because you don't need to roll for buff spells. I don't think there's a
Okay.
single buff spell that requires you to roll. I think there's some.
Who's
Was that?
Gaggish? Who's Gaggish?
Yeah.
That's sad hit though.
Oh, that's Corey's character. He's already added
That's my
his character to
character.
the D&D Beyond campaign.
Yes.
How'd you do that?
You
So-
follow the link. If you don't already have a character made, you can then choose to make a new character. If you already have a
And-
character made, you can dedicate that character to the campaign.
Just like if you make a character made, hit the link, and then I'll kick into the campaign. You hit select the character you want to add to it, and then that's the character you add to it.
And I know I showed the invite link on stream, guys. If I don't recognize your character, I will be removing them. So, I'm not afraid of people using that link because I am the DM. I will remove characters that don't belong. Just letting you all know. So,
Okay, so wait, can I pull a character from D&D Beyond into this?
Yes.
well,
If
Oh,
you
I'm
made a
sorry, I
character
was-
and you hit select the link, it will give you an option to add the select the character you want to add to the campaign.
Ian, I sent you two.
It's
I sent
me,
you 2 invites.
Ignacio
The
El
first one is
Cinte,
for Roll20.
and
The second
Gaggish.
one was D&D Beyond. If you click the D&D Beyond link, that's the invite to the campaign through D&D Beyond.
Sean,
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna finish making this character and then
Then
hit
you
that
can
link.
add it, yeah. Now,
Hey,
we've
Sean.
chosen
Oh,
we've
I didn't
chosen our
finish making my
adventure.
character.
We've chosen our adventure. The next thing we have to choose is, do we want dual class or dual spec? Here's the scary thing, probably for the 2 newer players, Levi and Sean. So typically you really only play with one class. Sometimes you multi-spec, and that makes your main class weaker by dedicating levels to another class. What I want to do for you all is either, and everyone's going to have to follow this same rule. So whatever we all choose together, probably leaning towards what you two would prefer. These do add a little bit of complexity, but we are here to help if it gets confusing. Okay?
Okay.
Dual spec basically means
I have 18.
18.
Sean,
18 with my roll.
Sean,
Oh,
we'll
you're
get to that
rolling?
later. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, we're doing something else.
yeah. Hold
we-
off just another sec.
Dungeon
Because
Master, ACapricious Easy.
um,
I'm gonna follow you.
so with dual spec, you will only have one class. Okay? But when you get to a certain level, you get to choose a specialization. With dual spec, I will let you choose 2. And that's where the one of the reasons the home brew option is important to have enabled. Because what I will do is I will create a custom feat that I will give to your character that will give you the stuff you receive for your second specialization. And it will all appear on one character sheet. It gives you extra options without being overly extra complicated. If that makes sense.
No.
No.
So, Sean, you remember how I talked to you about trying to explain you the differences between classes, dual spec, and I explained to you as like the spec your class would be like wizard, right? I think because I believe that's where you're going. So for you, like when you level 2, you get to choose a special school, right? And your spells become more powerful, right? You're really good at casting those spells. So what the options are for you, which should be is like you can do dual spec, which means you'll be like a super wizard,
So
right? Or you can go dual class. What we're reciting now, and
we're
dual
not
class.
doing dual class yet. We're not talking about dual class just yet. We're making sure they understand dual spec first.
Right. I'm just trying to explain him the difference so he understand the difference.
I want to stay Ignacio.
Okay, but we're make sure you're trying to understand what the difference of the decision is, right?
Yeah. But
So
I want to make sure they know what dual specking means before we start talking
that means
about dual
you get a second power.
Yeah, so
yes.
You were thinking of
Okay.
wizard, Sean. So when you hit level 2, generally you get to pick a school. Abjuration, conjuration, divination, enchantment, evocation, illusion, necromancy, or transmutation. Right? So evocation is like attack spells. In general what they all do, so when you copy a spell into your spellbook, if it's an evocation spell, you spend half the amount of time and gold to copy it.
Okay.
And other things relating to evocation spells. With dual spec, which is what I'm offering as the first option, you can pick evocation and a second school. So if you wanted to evocation and illusion, you could pick both of those. D&D Beyond will only let you pick one, but I will add a feat to your character that gives you the other stuff. But you get the effects of 2 specializations. Now, Levi, are you following so far?
Yeah, I think
so. Levi.
All right, just making sure. You're quiet, so I want to make sure I'm not ignoring you. In fact, I'm gonna go and bump you to 200%.
Yeah. Turn that boy up.
How do you do that? How do you
right click on the username and then under user volume.
Well, are you on phone, Sean? It might be
Sean?
a little.
No, I'm on Chromebook.
You're on a Chromebook, yeah. So you should have the.
I am on a Chromebook.
So yeah, you right click and there's a volume user volume slider.
Which one is the right click?
Chromebook is a laptop, so you have the touchpad,
If you're
right?
using the touchpad, it's the bottom right touch of the touchpad.
So you hover your mouse over, in this case, Patient 0. You click the bottom right, you right click,
Setting.
and it brings up this tall menu.
No. Audio sensitivity. Is that it?
I'm trying to create. I'm
No.
trying to get a name for my character, and I'm just hitting randomize.
Hey, that's a way to do it. Okay, so
See,
if we're
the
What's
problem
your
is
name? What's
that
your
I'm
name? What's your
randomizing
name?
dragonborn names.
Now, if we're all okay on the concept of dual spec, dual class is you will get 2 separate classes. Okay?
Okay.
If you want, you can go dual wizard. I'm not sure how things will stack for you if you go 2 of the same class. But you are free to go that way. And
I'm Ignacio.
it will be on a per feature basis on how it stacks. Okay? But
Okay.
generally, I know, like, Corey, you were wanting to
Yes.
go fighter ranger.
Ranger. Correct.
Yes.
If I would do class.
So how this would work is when I tell you you're allowed to level up with a dual class, you get to pick one of those to level up. And you can't just power level one of them. They have to be kind of balanced. And I'd say within 2 levels. If one of them is level 3 and the other one is still level 1, your next level up is the other one. Is the level 1 to level 2. But the benefits is you guys have 2 classes to use. When you level up, you get the health for whichever class you level up. You will basically have twice the health pool. So I can be a little bit rougher with you guys with the the combats, without risking you all dying as quickly. All right.
Makes sense.
Now, here's the trick. I could go in and homebrew these classes, your combination. I could go in and homebrew this so that whatever you pick, I just keep adding features based on what you pick. It would be a bit more work for me, but the other option is you basically run 2 characters. You put all your stats in gear on one, and your other sheet tells you your features for the second class.
Hi.
Oh.
But I am willing to step up, and if you all want it kept on one character sheet, I can do that. I can 100% do that for you all with the homebrew system.
I'm okay
Slight
with
tangent question.
anything.
Tangent question, Ian?
Paladin, my background would technically be an acolyte, right?
If you wanted it to be.
You have to
Like,
choose.
I'm not restricting. I'm not, like, if you wanted to be a street urchin into a paladin, like, however you want to roll that.
I mean, I'd probably have an easier time rolling a soldier into a paladin than I would anything
Hey,
else.
Sean, if you're gonna go munchies mode, mute yourself. All right.
Who are you talking to?
Are you digging into a bag of chips right now?
No, I got Swedish fish.
The best fish.
But you're digging into a bag. Yeah. Yeah. Whenever you dig into the bag, yeah, just mute yourself real quick so that we don't get overblown with your crinkly bag. Thank you.
Swedish fish, man.
I've never had them.
They're good. I love them.
You've never had Swedish fish?
No, and I've also never seen Star Wars, and that hasn't stopped me from enjoying life. So
Oh no. Oh no.
The Star Wars thing I don't mind as much.
Sweet as fish.
Swedish
mean,
fish.
I
I'm
get them all
not.
the
I'm
time
not.
at lunch.
So, in my defense, I'm not much of a.
I'm gonna stick with Acolyte because that actually gives me more skills to choose from.
Yeah. Now, here's another thing with the dual class thing. With the dual class thing, you have to pick one class to get your gear from. You pick one of those. I'll let you choose from the full list of skills from either class. I think normally you get 2 skills. You can pick from the full list from either for your 2 skills. But, yeah. So, it multi-class. Bit more complicated, but you get 2 classes, extra health, and you can maybe do some cool stuff that you would normally only be able to do with multi-classing. But you get the full benefit of being able to be level 20 in both classes. Which means we could have a level 40 campaign if we wish to continue with these characters.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That is
That's
so long.
That's what dual classing is going to set up. Is a level 40 campaign. If we wish to continue for the long haul.
We'll be
The worst
gods.
part of trying to pick 2 different languages is not knowing what fucking languages I need to know.
Just pick the random stuff. Roll D100 and choose.
Ian, there will be one-on-ones. There will be one-on-ones where we can talk about the world and where you think your character came from, and I can make decisions on like what would make sense for you and what might be beneficial for the campaign. So don't get too stuck in on the details. If you're gonna be doing characters,
As long as I can change it later, I'm fine with editing.
Yeah, you can go back in and change it. And if I'm going to do the homebrew class thing for multi-classing, you'll have to go in and change your class anyway. And set those details up again. But, so far, any questions about dual classing? Any confusion?
No.
Not to single you 2 out, but mainly for asking Sean and Levi.
You're asking, I think anything that's the most simple.
You choose the more simple one, so the dual spec.
Levi?
Yeah.
What do you think, Levi?
I'm really down for either. I think either would be fine, but if we're trying to do something more simple, I think dual spec would be fine.
Yeah. Noodle.
Because I want to keep my Ignacio.
Your what?
Ignacio.
I mean, you'll be able to keep the character. I'm not forcing you to make a whole new character. Just a little bit may change. I will probably have to go in and make a custom class for you, depending on your 2 class options. Yeah.
I would say just for them alone, I would say the dual spec. Also, because if we're going to do the dual class, yeah, we're going to get more health and stuff, but then that means also you're going to throw more crazy, like, big monsters at these new people. And
I was already going to have to do that a little bit because everything in the all the monsters are made for a 3 to 4 party team. And
but I'm just saying, like, if you didn't double our health, it's going to be double that
and
for
now,
all these new people.
Well, now it's not quite double health either.
It'd be like
you're basically starting as a level 2 character.
Yes.
Basically. But you become a level 3, you get 1 upgrade. Now at level quote unquote 40, it's basically double health. It's double health at level quote unquote 1, and it's double health at 40.
Yeah. So I would also vote for the dual spec to make it simpler and easier for them.
Okay, so we have 3 votes dual spec.
I'm good with dual specking.
That's 4 votes, which I know Keely was very much so hoping for dual class. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite seem like it's going to be a thing this time. Now, if we do the dual spec and Sean, Levi, you both say, hey, dual spec is fine, I want to try dual class, we can wrap up the adventure and do the other one. And we can try dual class. So it's not an absolute permanent change. It's not a permanent decision. But so we have chosen Ice Spire Peak and we've chosen dual spec. Excellent. That means you all can go through the character creator for your level 1 characters.
Are we getting that level 1?
In its
I
entirety.
thought it was like level 2, level 3. Oh my god.
In its entirety. I'm gonna have to look at every single person, but I can say, Corey, for your fighter, feel free to check mark both your additional features on your class creation page for the fighting style options and the martial versatility. And I'll go through each of y'all's characters and let you all know which extra options to include.
Okay.
We
God, that
got
means I got level 3 to
Ignacio,
choose.
cool. Let's take a look. The human wizard.
The halberd's a two-handed weapon, isn't it?
What happened to my picture? Why is it different on your screen than it's on
believe
my
it is.
screen for D20?
In D20?
I mean, in
D&D
D&D Beyond.
It could be I just haven't refreshed recently.
Shoot.
Arcana Insight, cool. I'm gonna go in optional class features, check. We are doing the milestone, so I can just tell you all to level up. We're gonna do the manual hit point style. And I'm just going to give you all max hit points on each one. Again, to make you all a little tougher, so I can be a little bit less worried about accidentally killing someone. And I'm already going in, Sean, go ahead and I'm making these changes for your character already. Scaled spells, sure. Ignore coin rate.
What?
Good. And then let's see what class options you have. Optional wizard spells, cantrip formulas. I would say, if you so wish, Sean, on your character builder, under the class section, you have a new tab. There's class features, optional feature manager, and spells. Feel free to checkmark both your optional features.
Do what in class?
I can show you real quick.
So let's fighter again.
So, are you on your character sheet?
Yes.
Okay. Or
yes,
you're in the editor, right? So you see what I see on stream, right? Ish.
I'm not
you're
on
one
stream.
of these tabs. Oh, let's see if I can't show you real quick. Then this might hurt something.
Here on stream.
I'm gonna show you this real quick. It's in Discord.
Oh, wait a second. Wait 1 second.
Can you see?
Okay, I'm on your stream now.
So,
chat. The craziest thing happened the other day.
What?
So
character preferences. That's where I'm at.
So character builder, get to class, optional features manager, and feel free to checkmark both of these if you so wish.
Go to class.
They add you.
Go to optional feature manager.
They give you extra spells to choose from, and they give you the option to switch out cantrips if you so wish.
Oh, okay. I'm on your stream now. I don't see those checkmark boxes.
Yeah, I don't have those either.
You currently have no available optical class features for this class.
Huh. Weird. We'll figure it out. We'll get it figured out.
Okay.
Consult with your DM. You decide
Okay,
whether
hold
game
on.
feature
I'm
to the
gonna mute
session.
myself and be right back in like 30 seconds.
All right.
All right, I got my character added to the campaign.
Yeah, it's not.
Look at all our characters. Look at these beautiful, beautiful characters. We got our paladin, our ranger, our wizard, our fighter. Dice rolling, optional class features, milestone. Ian, make sure you go in and change your hit point type to manual.
Oh,
It's not working. You may just.
Extra spells. And Ian, you may add additional paladin spells and martial versatility extra options to your class if you so wish.
hold on. I'm trying to find.
It's it's the very first. It's the character builder, the home tab. It's under the.
I can add what?
You may add the first one and the third one.
Oh, there it is. Hit point type manual. Firm.
Yep, that, and under your class, you should where you picked paladin, you should see a thing for class features and then optional feature manager. You may, if you so wish, you may check mark the additional paladin spells and the martial versatility. Which gives you extra spells and allows you to change your fighting style whenever you.
So I don't own any of the stuff for D&D Beyond, so I can't add it.
Right, that's in.
Oh, I know what went wrong. I know where I went wrong, guys.
That's the problem.
I changed my subscription, but it didn't take, and I forgot to go in and fix it. Give me a second. Let me go. Let's get that fixed real fast.
How are we feeling, Levi?
Incredibly nervous.
Nervous?
Don't be nervous.
Be
You have at least
nervous?
2 people here that know what they're doing.
Right. Me and Landon.
Guys, it's not a capricious stream unless Capricious forgets something.
This is true. You have to be consistent.
And I forget something a lot. I am cutting my desktop feed because I am putting in financial information, and I am not sharing that with my stream.
What? But you want to be closer to your stream.
Yeah, but I also don't need several new. I also don't need several new credit cards.
Purchases.
Yeah.
So you're saying you don't want to buy me the new Destiny campaign? How dare you?
That was the thing you tried to convince me to buy you last week. I forgot
You're
what
gonna
it
have
was.
to buy me one of them. You're gonna have to buy me one of them. Either dying.
I know. You're gonna convince me one of these days.
Wait, hold on, Corey. You play Destiny?
No. So Levi, the last 2 weeks, been trying to convince me to buy him some games. And first it was Dying Light, and now it's Destiny. And I can't wait next week to see what the next game is.
See, the funny thing is I didn't even have to buy my copy of Witch Queen. It was gifted to me by a friend up in Canada.
How dare you?
Friend up in Canada.
It's the deluxe version too.
Canada.
What? Corey, shut up.
Hey, you can't talk that. You're supposed to be shy right now.
You know what? Yeah, we'll go back to that. I'll stop talking.
Do you have any ideas what you're gonna be your dual spec to be, Levi? You haven't looked at it yet.
Okay.
I have no idea.
I'm back.
Uh-oh. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Why are you?
I did it. Okay. Wait, Corey, send me a message and see if it works.
On Discord?
Oh, here we go.
On iPhone.
iPhone. Okay.
iPhone.
Yeah, because I just had to switch over my SIM card to the phone. and it wasn't working.
Give me a second. Someone else send me something.
Boop. Here we go. There we go.
Okay, it worked. Corey Phillips. That's his name.
That's me.
Corey Phillips, Walmart.
I've been ratted out on stream.
Everyone below you now.
Boom.
It's fine.
We are upgraded. Everyone, to confirm, go in and try to look for those extra options again.
So
Shit.
refresh.
Yeah.
Refresh and look for those extra options again. Yes. Now, Sean. Sean.
Sean? Oh. Okay.
Do we want to roll your stats?
Yeah, I rolled 1.
Roll the stats. How do you okay.
So remember that when you rolled that 1 dice, Sean, just do it 6 more times.
The roll 46 command and roll 20.
Okay, I'm going.
And your first one was a 15?
15. It's still not popping up for me.
It may take a moment. Nope, you did another 40-20. Oh, there it went. That one is a 13. All right.
14.
14, 13. 15, 13.
We need 5 more of those from you, Sean.
5 more. Holy smokes.
Yep. For a total of 7 stats, and then I steal
roll
one from you.
4d6. Control C. Okay, do it. Control V. Do it.
That is an 11. One second. Don't go too fast.
Oh my god.
Don't go too fast. That's a
Alright, I went too
13.
fast.
That's an 8. Wow, these stats look familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 5. I need 2 more from you.
Let me just say that I'm a wizard.
Oh my. These rolls.
Yeah, it still has nothing for the optional feature manager for me too.
Yeah, it's not there.
Maybe I'll go and look through the settings. I'll make sure we get you all set up. I might have to make a whole new campaign. 11. Okay, so let's double check this. We got a... That's a 15 dropping to 3. We got 13 dropping to 1. And 11 dropping to 1.
13.
Another
An
11?
8.
Did I miss that other 11?
No, he has a 15, a 13, 11, another 11.
Yeah.
A 13, and an 8.
So we need 1 more from you. Sean.
Oh, me? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
another
writing Corey
8.
into my will.
Oof, and
Oh my
another
God.
8. So
Dude, those dice are so bad.
That's 2 -1s, 2 0s, 2 1s, and a 2. I'm gonna go ahead and take out an 8 from you, since you got 2 8s.
Welcome to D&D, Sean.
Unless you want 2 negative stats, I'll take away an 11.
Do what?
But
No, don't listen to him, Sean. Give her 1 to -1s.
I will
Listen
always
to me.
give the option to take 2 negative
What?
stats.
Just give her 1 to
Sean.
-8, Sean.
Corey.
Yeah.
Phil.
Let me help you out here. Give her 1 to 8s.
All right.
How do you do that? Oh, wait, what?
He'll do it for you.
You just
Okay.
ignore one of
Yeah,
the
you can
names.
do
That's
it.
all it is.
Save.
So, your stats. Free for you to place in whatever order you want on your stat screen on D&D Beyond are 15, 13, 13, 11, 11, 8.
That's so rough because like half those stats, one more point, and it's actually a +2. He has 2 13s and 11. One more point. So sad.
Now, set you to manual rolled. I'm going to go ahead and throw these into your stats and save your character sheet, Sean. And you can go back and rearrange them as you wish. Okay?
I don't know how to rearrange them, but okay. I'm okay with it.
And now your character sheet actually exists. Not bad. Now, Levi,
Ew.
you want to roll some stats?
No, me go first and leave the new one to go last.
Nah, let's have Levi go. We started with an
Oh,
experienced
boy.
one. Let's end with an
Yeah.
experienced one.
Uh-oh.
That way I can tell you to keep rolling until you get all negative stats. Corey.
Yes. Yeah, my stats are all minuses. Great.
It's what you get for playing a half orc.
I'm a half orc fighter with a -4 in strength.
But Levi,
Ew.
do you know the command at this point? To roll on Roll20?
Yes.
Alright. So we
that?
got a 13. And I forgot I had a soundboard connected to my thing, so I did a want for your 13. Alright. That's one.
I don't think that was accidental.
19 comes down to a 15.
15.
Okay. A 15 comes down to a 13. Another 19 dropping to a 17.
Oh my god.
That's the highest
god.
one yet.
The stat god.
See, my highest stat was a 16.
A 17 dropping to a 15.
We need one more, yeah?
You need 2 more.
2 more, okay.
A 10 dropping
There it
to
is.
a 9. At this rate, you're taking that 9. And a 13 dropping to an 11.
Oh my god.
So those are some powerful
Man,
stats.
you're good at this game.
Those are some powerful stats.
And he's an elven ranger, ain't he?
Yes. Yeah.
Those are some powerful stats. I'm tempted to take away a 15 from you, Levi. That still puts
If
you.
you want to be mean, go for it. I
It
can
is
live with
mean, but that still leaves you on average above everyone else.
that.
Taking the 17 would be brutal, and I'm not willing to be brutal.
Don't take the 17.
But taking away one of the 15s,
Mm-hmm.
I think is mean but fair.
Fair enough.
All right. So your stats are to be placed as you wish on your character sheet: 17, 15, 13, 13, 11, and 9.
Can I make a suggestion as an experienced player with this one?
What's that?
Stack your dexterity.
Yeah, you can. You could start with a 19 in dex.
That's so ridiculous.
That's 1 point away. 1
From max,
point
naturally?
away from max.
Holy smokes.
And if you're playing a ranger, your dexterity is your best friend.
That's yeah. It's your only stat, basically. That's a couple.
So yeah, on your abilities, yep, you already have it set to manual rolled. Good. And now, Corey.
Yes.
Now, well, before we go, Ian, Do you know
Yo.
if Keely would want to roll her own stats, or would she want you rolling for her?
I can ask her real quick.
Feel free. The only condition I have is that if she rolls it, it will have to be on a stream. That's
Yep.
the only condition. Either way, it doesn't matter.
All right, give me just a minute.
Yep. And while we're waiting for him to ask Keely, Corey,
Yes.
let's see some
Oh,
stats
God.
from you.
Oh boy, here we go. And I just want to clarify by saying last week me and you talked, and I rolled in D&D Beyond, and I got pretty good stats.
Well,
So
good thing you used your luck then.
Right. So now I'm expecting all shit ones. Oh, what? That's wrong. Hold on.
He gets a 35 on his first roll.
46. 46. There we go.
That is a 14 dropping to a 12.
Let me do this. Let me fit. I gotta hold on. Let me fix this real fast. Not bad.
Whoa, you went fast.
So
I looked away.
Got
a
I
17
got,
dropping to a 15. An 11 dropping to a 10. A 19 dropping to a 16.
So I got
respectable. You're at 4. You need 3 more.
3 more.
An 18 dropping to a 14.
That's rough.
A 14 dropping to a 13. And an 8 dropping to a 7.
So I will, I know you're gonna recommend, I will definitely. Can I remove the 11 and keep the 8?
You mean drop the 10 and keep the 7?
Yeah, keep the 7 and drop the 10.
That's exactly what I was going to suggest. Because
Yes.
again, I am a fan of characters who have weakness. A weakness. It breeds, hey, I'm not good at this thing. Could you help me with it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
That's
it breeds a reason to ask your party members for help. So, your stats, Corey, to place as you see fit, are 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, and 7. You have no plus zeros, a plus 1, 2 plus... No. 1 second. Yeah.
I'm a minus
2 plus 1s, 2 plus 2s, and a plus 3. But you also have a minus 2.
Yes.
Now, if that minus 2 scares you, my recommendation is sticking it in your plus 1.
Oh no, that minus 2 is my character.
That's how I see people rolling negative stats. It's a popular example, but Grog Strongjaw of Critical Role, Vox Machina, and I think he had a 6 in intelligence. I believe that's what the stat was a 6.
And mine will
I am
be a
back
7.
with news.
Okay, what news have we?
Keely says that I can roll her stats for her.
Okay.
She just, whatever I roll, she's gonna have to build around.
Alright, and she does know she's allowed to place them how she sees fit. It's
yes,
not
I told her that she can place them however she wants and everything. It's just, her reply was that she's just gonna have to build around whatever she gets.
Alright, as long as she's okay with that.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, do you know what single class she's planning on taking?
I haven't the faintest.
All right, we can work on that another day. I know she's feeling kind of meh today, so I ain't gonna force it too much. But so, Sir Ian, in place of Keely, can we see some stats?
Is someone gonna write these down for me and then send them to me so I can give to her?
I'm keeping a record.
Okay.
Of the 7 and then the 6 after we remove one. So, A 7.
This is not going good for me.
This is the second 7 we've seen. Corey receiving the first one. A 13. Not horrible. You okay, Ian?
I'm here.
He's debating
Just
how bad
making
he's-
sure. I was just making sure Keely didn't sneak up on you and kill you for that 7.
That's what I was about to say.
Roll the
There's a
7
16.
immediately off.
The internet gets plugged.
There's
Seven-
a 16.
17 dropped to 16. Yep. A 16 dropped to 13. That's 2 13s so far.
Let's see. That's. I roll 3 more.
3 more, correct. Holy crap. That is an 18. That is our first max roll of the night.
Well, she fucking called it on one of them.
We've got 2 more. That is another 16.
One more.
Yes, 1 more. And a
16.
16. Holy crap. Well, I have to say, one of those 16s are getting dropped. But you also have the highest stat roll and the lowest stat roll we've seen. That will put us at a +3, 2 +2s, 2 +1s, and a -2.
Okay, so let's see. We're dropping one of the 16s.
You can pick any one of those 3 16s. Hey, Thunderhook! Crowd control is broken. You can't spawn in like 6 dragons. You can't spawn in a black hole. Yeah, so I didn't disable crowd control because the plan is at the very end of the night, I do plan on giving away coins for our next crowd control session. I will always give away coins at the end. But because D&D isn't technically crowd control enabled, we're going to have to find a special thing to do to have you all help or possibly mess with the players. It's still a work in progress. We're still maybe a month out from the first actual game. But
Okay,
Thunderhook,
so-
how you doing tonight?
Oh.
Sir Ian?
No, I'll drop the 16.
Which 16?
God, it sucks because I have 3 fucking good rolls right there.
You have 4 good rolls.
I know.
You know what? You're dropping the second one.
Okay.
Not that it matters. Again, she can place it as she fits. I think she was thinking about doing a bard. Or a
She was either going to do Bard or a Cleric. It
Or a
was depending on whether or not
So
she
that's
could do...
either charisma or wisdom is where that 18 is going. I bet.
Yeah, give me a second. I gotta go let her know her stats.
Yeah, let her know. Let her know that she rolled 7 stats, and because of the great rolls, I did force a drop. I'll take the heat on that one.
Okay.
You should be studying. you skipping out in your studying, Thunder. That's no bueno. It's okay. You can skip out your studying, but you're doing math with us. So far, what we decided on Thunderhook is we are going to start with playing the Dragon of Icespire Peak. One of the starter kits. We are doing a dual spec setup where the characters are locked into one class, but when they get their specs, they get to receive 2. Your programming is somewhat mathematically related. Math/language. Math/language. You gotta be careful talking about programming with me, though. You will get me talking about that real quick. Super quick. But we've decided on the adventure we're going to start with. We've decided we're doing a dual spec situation where every player has one class, but they get to receive 2 specializations for their class. And we've just finished rolling stats. With I'm gonna say our best roll so far, including an 18, 2 16s, and a 7 in the stat array. And I will direct message this to Sir Ian so that he has record of it, so that we don't forget it. I am assuming everyone else has taken record of their stats, correct? Does everyone else have their stats recorded in some way?
Oh, did you record my
I
stat?
don't know if anything I
Or
say is
was I
going through, but
supposed to
yes, I have
record
mine.
it?
You were breaking up. What'd you say, Sean? I heard you, Levi.
Was I supposed to record them?
Well, I did add them to your character sheet, so technically they're recorded.
No.
You're free to move them around how you wish, but they are there. If you move them around, make sure you jot them down so you know what's what. Okay?
What character sheet?
So,
okay.
Yeah, when you go into edit, the tab that says abilities, you have all your stats there, and I placed them kind of where I think you may end up putting them. Corey is more than free to help you out with where you might want to place those, but I placed your highest in intelligence, which is like your number 1 stat. I placed your 13s in Constitution and Wisdom. Dex and Charisma got the 11s, and the Strength.
I don't think my character has Charisma.
I'll work with you on it, Sean, a little bit, but I just recommend your highest stat be your intelligence.
Yeah, which is where I placed that.
Nice.
How do you have a +1 everywhere?
So you're pretty well-rounded.
Oh, nice. All right. And my name is Ignacio. Watch out.
Is your stuff down, Levi?
How do you have a +1 on everything? Oh, you have you have a +1 to everything as a human. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You want to know how bad her expectations were of her stats?
Oh no.
I walk in there with kind of like looking down, like, okay. So, and she's like, they're all terrible, aren't they? I'm like, no, only one is.
Yeah, and it's that bloody 18. That's the worst stat you rolled. But if she's gonna be the cleric, she needs that 18 for heal, so.
Yeah, she said she was that you're lucky she decided to have me roll for her. Because the way her luck rolls, when she rolls a character, doesn't matter if it's on a program or if she's hand rolling dice, she never rolls below a 13.
Never rolls below a 13?
Yeah.
Oof.
Doesn't matter what. Like, she'll roll 4d6 and she won't get below 13.
That I'd have to have done something about that. Like, yeah, I'm afraid of someone being too powerful or too weak. And alternatively, if someone would have rolled super poorly, I would have mulliganed those rolls. Like, I'm mean but fair with that regard. Like
if someone got unlucky enough to roll a 4.
Well, like if you roll a 4 and the rest of your stats are pretty okay, I mean,
good luck, buddy. You're stuck with that 4.
Maybe. But I mean, like, if everything you rolled and it was flat out 10s across the board, I'd let you re-roll or ask if you want someone else to re-roll for you.
Yeah. Like, I'll have Levi roll for you.
But yeah, I think everyone has pretty decent stats.
When we make 5 characters and like the lowest stats, like what, 6 or 7? That's not bad on 5 characters.
The two, without modifiers, the two lowest stats are both 7s.
Flip on 5 characters. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Let's see, we've got Bellamy the Wood Elf Ranger, who did put their 17 into Dex, starting off with that +4. Not bad, not bad. Right, we need to. I believe everyone technically starts off with their max roll on their first thing. Rangers get a D10. Holy crap!
What?
So I just messaged Keely, and I
Yeah.
asked her what class did you want to play.
Okay.
She responded with DM's choice. Surprise me.
Oh. Okay. Okay, guys, viewers, we have a player. We have
Oh,
a
no.
player who's willing to let us choose their class for them.
That's it.
I am taking. I'm going to say this. I maintain the DM's rule of the final say, but I am taking suggestions. We have a Wood Elf Ranger, a Dragonborn Paladin, a Half-Orc Fighter, a Human Wizard. Now, is there a race Keely wants to be?
What race?
Or is that also up to us?
You made a
One
mistake.
second.
Manual, milestone, ignore multi-class. Think that's all okay. Make her a Kinku. For those who don't know, Kinku is the one race that can't naturally speak.
Yeah, you don't know crow bird
Like
people.
you mimic other people's speak and sound.
Make her a turtle.
I thought you were gonna go with a turtle.
I was going to, but I decided to go with the half orc because I like the story that I like with the half orc.
A Yuan-Ti pureblood. Oh man, that'd be interesting. But does she have a say, Sir Ian?
She hasn't responded yet.
Ban an in-game action being a dungeon master? Okay. Thunderhook. I will not be a dungeon master for the rest of the stream. Thankfully, we're still just setting up.
You
But
could be an annoying bird person that flies around.
we just sit here in quiet for the next 5 minutes. Yeah. Sit here in quiet. Hey, I have something we can talk about for 5 minutes. So, Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Oh no.
Dear God.
Okay, I can't DM for 5 minutes, and you all aren't the DMs. So,
let's take over. Set a dictatorship up. Let's do a vote.
Apparently, I'm on Thunderhook's speakers, and Thunderhook's Alexa also responded when I spoke.
I'm so
I'm
glad
sorry,
I don't have Alexa
Thunderhook.
on.
I'm sorry, Thunderhook. But, so, guys, I was pushing carts today, right? And Sir Ian already knows this story.
I know.
I was pushing carts, and I just brought a load in. And
Okay.
I had a...
Okay.
I had a epiphany.
Okay.
Superman's X-ray vision is wrong. It's wrong, and I fixed it.
I have a response.
Okay.
A response from Keely?
Yes.
It has to wait till the end of the 5-minute timer because I can't be a
Okay.
DM for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Just set the timer.
Yeah, I have set a timer. So, guys, assuming it's nothing wrong with Superman's biology, assuming Superman's biology is correct, the way X-rays work is because they are ionizing, they don't bounce back when they hit something. When an X-ray is taken, X-rays are shot at an object, and the rays that aren't blocked hit a piece of developmental film made for X-rays. And the parts that aren't blocked stay white, and the parts that are blocked stay white, and the parts that aren't turn black. And that's how you see like your skeleton in an X-ray. The bone blocks the X-ray. That still wouldn't work, Thunderhook. Thunderhook says, what if he just has developmental film in his eyes? That still wouldn't work. If that were the case, he would just see black when he used that power. So if he were to shoot X-rays from his eyes, they would go out and not come back. He wouldn't see anything. Best case scenario, you've turned his X-ray vision into cancer vision. And let's hope he does not have... Let's hope he doesn't gaze towards people. Is all I'm saying. If that's the case, he is not wearing the pink ribbon. That's all I'm saying there. Now, there is a way that his X-ray vision works, and it helps explain his other eye superpower. Guys, what is Superman's other eye superpower? Ian already knows the answer. But does anyone remember?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I know nothing.
That's 2 don't knows. Lasers, you're close, so I'm going to give it to you, Thunderhook. Heat vision. Heat vision. So, who here is familiar with the concept of ground penetrating radar? Who's heard of it?
I'm familiar with it.
Yeah.
So, the idea is you take infrared, or not infrared, I'm sorry, electromagnetic waves are this big spectrum. Down at the very far end, past infrared, past microwave, at the very bottom is radio waves. Okay? And what people, not only do we shoot those into the sky to get, like, to see planes from way far off, we can, certain frequencies can be shot into the ground, and they will bounce back off of stuff. And we can get radar pictures of stuff underground. Superman's X-ray vision is not X-ray vision. It's radar vision. It's directional radar vision. He shoots radio waves out, and they bounce back. And he has control over the frequency. Why is that important? Historically, there was a gentleman working on a radar dish. And he backed away and realized that the chocolate bar in his back pocket... Alexa, stop. The chocolate and peanut butter bar in his back pocket ended up melting when he was near the dish. High-intensity radio waves can induce heat. So, his X-ray vision isn't X-ray vision. It's radar to infrared vision. The only reason you see laser beams come from his eyes in the TV shows and in the comics is because we can't see those waves. And having the superhero stare at something and nothing happens, but then something else gets hot, the only way to express that is to have a beam showing that it's his eyes doing it. He's not just thinking about making something hot. There you go. He doesn't cause cancer with his eyeballs. he can still see through things and get a picture back, and he can cause heat vision. What if that man just concluded that it must be hot outside? The world would never have changed. Oh my, chocolate melted, so it must be warm out. I know. Well, granted, this guy is the guy that ended up inventing the commercial microwave. Back when microwaves were as big as refrigerators. Thunderhook. That's where microwaves, as they were invented and eventually became our household appliance, that's where that came from. That guy's revelation. But yeah. Superman does not have X-ray vision. He has infrared through radio vision. You need a microwave that fits into your pocket. You could disassemble one, but I wouldn't recommend turning it on in your pocket. Things would get very, very warm. Now, the 5 minutes has ended. Sorry for putting you off, Sir Ian, but what was the response?
So, the race that Keely has chosen is the Kalashtar.
The Kalashtar. I'm gonna have to find that real quick.
The Kalashtar.
Can you spell it?
Kalashtar.
Found it. It is from Eberron. I do not currently have it unlocked, so I will need to purchase it. But it is in a released book, so therefore it is allowed. Let's, where is races? Here we are. Kalashtar.
Oh my. I'm reading this. Why? Of course, Kiwi will be this.
Don't forget to stop sharing your screen for any personal information.
I don't think I have to add it. I think it's saved.
God.
Oh,
And
it's
what-
not saved. Oh boy. I should have heeded the warning. Well, people know where I live now. Please don't send me things. Please do not send me adult things in the mail. Or otherwise. I'm not giving you ideas. You guys are giving me ideas. You were tabbed out? That works for me.
Oh my god. So she's basically a spirit.
I remember vaguely reading that, but
It's a
it's been
spirit.
a while
She's a
since I looked
spirit.
at it.
Yeah. And like has resistance to basically like psychic abilities.
Hey, I haven't read that part yet. No spoilers, man.
You're gonna read it in like 10 minutes.
I'm gonna read it sooner than that, but hashtag no spoilers. It hasn't been released to my eyeballs yet. I should really just memorize my card. The stream's getting delayed now. I haven't seen any dropped frames yet.
It looks pretty good from what I can see. You look fine.
Yeah.
So the best I can say, Thunderhook, is any buffering is probably on your side. Deleted. Stream's getting the stream's getting deleted now, not delayed, deleted. Thank you for the correction. Sorry, I'm used to my stream getting delayed. Alright, now it's unlocked. Let's take a look at this. Bound to Spirits has a collection of connection to a spirit of light, a bond shared by other members. Let's see their traits.
Not back up on stream.
Oh, thank you. See, it's not a capricious stream unless Capricious forgets things.
This is
They
true.
mature in age at the same rate as humans. A +2 to wisdom. Guys, we're going to have our first level 1 max stat.
Oh my god.
Oh man. The noble spirit tied to a Kelstar drives it towards
Lauren,
lawful and good behavior.
did you guys pick? What was her? Did you guys pick the class yet or no?
We
We're
haven't
waiting for the
because
race.
we haven't. We're looking at the race real quick.
Okay.
Since we gave her the choice of race. Thunderhook hates how hosts still don't show anytime you use them. You just hosted? Well, thank you very much for the host. Why isn't it working? I actually don't see it either. It legitimately didn't come through, and I'm not filtering out hosts either. So I don't. Yeah, it's not showing whatsoever. Maybe let me refresh that real quick just to see. Maybe hosts are just broken. Yeah, okay. So it's broken for a while. I mean, like a month, because I remember Good Birth has been hosting me, and it hasn't been coming through either. But thank you very much for the host. As a thanks for the host, I'm giving you a rainbow. Enjoy the rainbow. Disadvantage on wisdom saving, or no, advantage on wisdom saving throws. Ooh. Okay. Resistance to psychic damage. You can speak telepathically to any creature you see, provided it's within a number of feet equal to 10 times your level. You don't need to share a language with the creature for it to understand you, but the creature must be able to understand at least one language. When you're using this trait to speak telepathically, you can use your action to give that creature the ability to speak telepathically with you for an hour, or until you end the effect. To use the ability, the creature must be able to see you and must be within this trait's range. You can give the ability to only one creature at a time, and giving it to another creature takes it away. Interesting. Is this a multiverse session? No, Thunderhook. We have 2 new players, and I am already complicating things by giving them 2 specializations. So, severed from dreams. Callous stars sleep, but they don't connect to the plane of dreams as other people's do. Instead, their minds draw from the memories of their otherworldly spirit while they sleep. As such, you are immune to spells and other magic effects that require you to dream, like dream, but not spells and other effects that put you to sleep. Okay. Okay, so let me refresh the creation page. So, Sir Ian, when she clicks that link, when you have her click that link, her character will already kind of be made for her. She'll just have to claim it.
All right.
She will have a language choice to make. I'm gonna leave that blank. But, Thunderhook, Keely, the owner of this character, has given us the choice of what class she plays. So,
I feel like this was a major mistake on her part.
Yeah, it was.
She wanted a cleric. She did want a cleric, or a bard.
So
we currently have a wood elf ranger, a dragonborn paladin, a half orc fighter, and a male human wizard. So, ranger, paladin, fighter, wizard. You want their class to be demon. So that would be a warlock. Would be the closest thing. We do only have one tank. Technically, and that's the... Well, no. Technically, we have the paladin, too.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah. So, we're missing... How do we feel, guys? How do we feel? Is there anything we feel we're missing?
I don't know.
So, and to fill in some roles, the wizard is kind of a support damage class. It can go either support or damage. It can't be heals, and it kind of can't be tank. The ranger, definitely a damage class. It can kind of be an off tank-ish. I think it might be able to get some heals, but it's definitely
Not a
considered a
lot.
DPS, a damage class. Paladin, definitely damage tank. Fighter, definitely damage tank.
So it's, I mean, depends on how Ian's gonna play, right? If Ian's gonna be like an upfront, coasty, like bashing him with me, then I think we're kind of fine on tankiness. Unless Ian's more like a more ranged ranger paladin and use more of his spells ish.
Now, Ian, what kinds
Yeah.
of classes does she normally enjoy? Is she big on casters? Is she big on ranged? Is she big on melee? I don't want to completely F her over.
The thing about Keely is I've only ever seen her play a cleric, because most of the time otherwise she's actually the one DMing.
Okay, so and she runs like a DMPC? Or she just likes adding.
If she's DMing, that's all she's doing is DMing. But if someone else is DMing, she usually plays a cleric.
Usually plays a cleric. I dare say she needs to get out of her comfort zone.
Give her a fighter.
Another fighter. Maybe. We don't have a sneaky person either. Consider that. We don't have a sneak other than maybe the ranger.
You know what?
Druid could be a
rogue.
combination of both.
Do rogue. I want to see her play a rogue.
Okay, so we have a vote for rogue. A rogue with, what does she get for her ability score? Wisdom and charisma. So she gets nothing for rogue.
How about druid?
One vote for Harry Potter.
Druid sounds like
Druid's nice. It's your support, your tankiness, your heals.
It would fit because of the number of animals we have too.
Yes.
Druid fits.
Oh, what did you say, Sean?
He votes Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
So dual wizard.
Dual wizard. It can work. No one with the ice mage, one can be with the fire mage, like all the comics.
Let's take a look at what the specializations for druid are. Dreams, spores, stars, land, moon, shepherd, and wildfire. Yes. Stars and wildfire scare me.
Moon's you basically get the bigger beast when you transform.
Moon is the transforming one. She basically becomes an off tank. I've been wanted to play stars or wildfire, and they are powerful. That scares me a bit.
A bit, but
I mean, like, if I'm saying it scares me, I'm worried. But
yeah, it'll be fine.
I see the viewers fluctuating. Hello, everyone. What we're currently doing, we have a player who wasn't feeling quite up to being with us today. They're kind of off in the other room, but they have given us the authority to choose their class. So there's the idea of maybe the artificer guys. That's interesting.
Well, she was talking about wanting to, if it was multi-classing, if she was talking about wanting to do like an artificer dual class thing, we could still give her an artificer.
Let's see what artificer gives her. Artificer is interesting. It's kind of like the kind of support-ish. There's alchemist, armor, artillerist, and battlesmith. Alchemist, healing word, ray of sickness, flaming sphere, mass healing word. So there are heals if she takes that one. When you finish a long rest, you can produce an experimental elixir. You roll on the effects, and it's triggered when someone drinks it. As an action, a creature can drink the elixir or administer it to an incapacitated creature. You can create an additional one by expending a spell slot of level 1 or higher for each one. When you do, you use your action to create from an empty flask, and you roll again for that flask. And she gets...
Oh, wait. Okay.
She gets more as she levels. The effects are healing, swiftness, resilience, boldness, flight, and transformation. So kind of a supportish thing if she goes that one. Armorer. Magic Missile, Thunderwave, Mirror Image, Shatter. Interesting. Definitely armor spells, basic magic. Your metallurgical pursuits have led you to making armor a conduit for your magic. Who booped? Who booped? Sean saying hey.
Boopity boop.
As an action, you can turn a suit of armor you are wearing into arcane armor. If the armor has strength requirement, it removes it for them. You can use the arcane armor as a spellcasting focus. It attaches to you and can't be removed against your will. Expands to cover your entire body, although you can retract or deploy the helmet. You can doff and don it as an action. It's basically an Iron Man suit for them. A magic Iron Man suit. And it lets them change it. So level 3, you design your armor to be frontline conflict if they choose Guardian. They get Thunder Gauntlets, Defensive Field, Infiltrator, Lightning Launcher, Powered Steps, Dampening Field. Wait, no. Oh, you get one of these things. You get one of those things at 3. And they can change it at the end of a short or long rest. Extra attacks. Interesting. So definitely centered around the power armor. Imagine Iron Man dealing out magic atom elixirs and wearing...
Oh,
yeah. Artillerist is basically the boom boom shooty one. They get the Eldritch Cannon that is basically a blunderbuss. And then the Battlesmith creates the little dwarven spider robot that can do things. If I remember correctly. Battle ready. Yep, a faithful companion, a steel defender. In combat, it shields your initiative count, takes your turn immediately. It's basically a pet. Oh no, they changed that. It's not one of 3. Okay. No, the artillerist gets the when you create the cannon, you determine its appearance or whether it has legs. Oh, the Eldritch Cannon is the spider thing. That's what that is.
Okay.
And the Battlesmith is Steel Defender. Basically you get a metal construct. So she could potentially have a big metal guy behind her and then a little robot if she wanted. If she went that. That's interesting. That's definitely creating a situation where you all are starting to have a lot of actions on your side.
Yeah.
And the more actions you all have, like, that creates an interesting consideration.
So
Ian
is
was
that what the
saying
consensus
rogue.
is?
Ian was saying rogue, and I know rogue doesn't get doesn't get a bunch of summons.
So can I change my vote?
What's your vote?
Artificer.
You are now voting Artificer. What did the rest of you all say?
Levi, what do you say?
Artificer.
We got 2 Artificers.
Corey?
I know, I still like Druid.
Thunderhook says
What about
Knight
you,
to
Sean?
E5. So we got
Wizard.
two Artificers, a Druid,
Well,
a
we
Wizard.
need 4 people, right? So
far, Artificer's winning, and I'm like for voting Rogue.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Artificer, Druid definitely scares me.
I think the Wizard is awesome, but
Well,
I might team up with Corey and pick Druid.
so now we have a 2-way tie. So
Roll for it.
is now up to me to decide,
Oh.
or we do
Oh.
a. You know what?
Your
Let's do a
roll.
poll.
Rock, paper, scissors.
D&D, roll for it.
We get to
Yeah.
choose. Let's ask the viewers. A player's
Okay.
class.
Oh wait, I gotta go and make an account.
You gotta go make an account.
Corey Phillips.
Oh, for Twitch? We're putting up Druid as a vote. We're putting Artificer as a vote. We're putting Rogue as a vote.
Corey Phillips.
That's me.
You're
Please
gonna
stop
be
speaking this
receiving
entire name into the
$1.
internet.
We are asking
I
the
feel
internet,
like internet
and we're
hate
giving them
itself.
10 minutes to respond. We're giving them 10 minutes to respond.
Pirate Captain Thunderhook. The dice.
And the dice.
If it
I
comes up with
voted,
a
I
tie
voted,
on
I
the
voted.
vote, if it comes up with a tie on the vote,
Oh wait,
Where's the vote
I
even
might
at?
have to buy
At
bits
the
so we
top of the
can win
chat.
this.
and
It'll
Someone buy
are you guys
a bunch
already
of
voting
bits.
for your own? Are you guys voting as viewers, you little stinkers? Fine, I'll throw my
No.
vote in there too. Oh, Druid's winning. Ooh.
Yeah.
Druid's
Oh,
winning.
boy.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's keep it fair. Don't change your
Everyone
vote.
get it. Everyone get it.
The vote should be at the top
Just,
of your
just
chat,
spam
Thunderhook.
random options until the end of the timeline.
It should have appeared at the top of your chat. Kind of like the same place where, hey! Sean redeemed second! Hey, we're 2 hours in, I'll allow it. And to show support! Yeah, maybe refresh Thunderhook. Hey, Reckless got third!
Yeah.
I think maybe I need to lower the cooldown. But hey, it is phenomenal to see all of these working. That is phenomenal. Thank you all for helping me test all those.
Vote for Rogue. It'd be funny we're
Ooh,
doing all
another
this
vote
Druid.
for Rogue.
and like
Oh,
Kiwi just
and a
walks in and
hydrate.
goes, I want this.
We went through all this trouble for nothing.
So,
And Kiwi
Hydrate.
just, yeah.
Reckless, what we're doing currently is one of our players wasn't quite feeling up to showing up tonight, but they have given us permission to choose their class. Us players have already voted, and we narrowed it to those 3. Oh,
Whoa!
Rogue! Whoa! Holy
Rogue,
cow!
No. No. What?
Kiwi gets no value from those stats with Rogue.
Hey, Rogue coming in from behind.
What?
Look at
you
that.
Okay, someone buy
completely unsuspecting.
$200 worth of bits and just win that square.
Oh, Thunderhook used bits, which, hey, perfectly allowed. Thank you so much, Thunderhook, for the bits. I actually did not expect anyone to use them. Thank you so much for the bits. Like, bits are probably the best way to support the channel. I have found out that
Do
Twitch
you make
takes...
profit off of it?
Yes, I receive 1 cent for
Off
every
bits?
bit. Whereas, for subs, Twitch takes, Twitch takes half of every sub. So if you do a $5 sub, I only see $2.50 of that. Direct donation, yeah. Technically, direct donation is the best way, but I don't believe in direct donation. Pirate Captain or Thunderhook. Sorry.
We need
for a
to
second,
get this vote settled because as soon as we figure out what class, I gotta hop off.
Or you've probably got a busy day tomorrow, don't you, Ian?
More or less.
If you need to hop off, I'll make sure to DM you the result.
All right. Oh, Druid just took the lead again.
Oh, hello, Druid with the spike forward. Oh, look at that. I did set it to 10 minutes, so we've got like another 6 minutes left.
Holy!
I think I know what's happening. I think I know what's happening.
Is he donating?
I think he's going ham with the bits. Someone's going ham with bits. But I love it. You have 98.7% of my love.
I think Rogue might win this one because I don't have the money to put in bits.
Oh my goodness. They have 32 votes.
Yeah, I think by
Okay.
Thunderhook's decision, it's gonna be Rogue.
Or anyone else
Okay.
voting. Anyone else voting too.
What is...
But we are currently blaming Thunderhook. Since they have admitted to it. We do still have 5 minutes left. But yeah, Sir Ian, if you do need to dip out, no shame. I will make sure you are made aware of the result.
Alright, thank you.
I feel bad for Keely if this happens.
Now,
well, I'm gonna let her know what the 3 options are and what the vote's coming to.
There is one thing. There is one thing we still need to talk about, and that's our play schedule. The whole thought process was I can prepare like a 4 to 5 hour session, and we play that over 2 weeks, and then we take a 1 to 2 week break. What are we thinking?
I'm good with that.
It doesn't matter to me.
So
I don't really
so
care.
it'd either be we play 2 times a month or 3 times a month, basically.
I mean,
now,
if you're asking me, I'm off Wednesdays, so I'm gonna say it 3 times.
Now,
but, I mean, that's
so we have Corey voting 2 weeks on, 1 week off.
I'm good with that.
We got 2.
I think I'm gonna vote in the other direction.
You're gonna vote for the 2 on, 2 off?
Yeah.
Absolutely fine. That gives us a nice little break. How do you feel, Sean?
About break.
You vote for the larger break? The 2 weeks off?
Oh, no, I vote for the 1 week off.
You're voting for the 1 week off? Reckless has already voted, but the one you chose is dead last. Ooh. Yeah, Artificer was a big decision. Oh, Druids jumped back up. Oh.
Holy smokes.
I think we have someone who's in love with the Druid, and we have someone who's in love with the Rogue. Is I think what's happening.
It's amazing.
Well, let me know. Oh, someone's firing back.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
I think it's coming to. I think there are 2 of y'all. One of you loves the Druid, and one of you loves the Rogue, and it's basically coming down to whoever can click the fastest. I did only make it 26 to extra vote. 20 cents to extra vote. So.
All right, let me know how this goes.
Absolutely, Surian.
Hey, good night. Good night.
Good night, Ian.
But okay, so we have 3 votes. We have 3 votes. 1 week off. I'm going to go ahead and say Keely abstains. How about we because it's not quite playing, but we are going to be doing this session 0 thing for another 3 or so streams. Because there are our one-on-ones where me and each of you all on stream, if you're willing, have kind of an one-on-one to play. Oh, Thunderhook just ran out. Oh no. You went hard on that rogue though, didn't ya, Thunderhook? And we still got someone simping for Druid. Oh, we still got the Druid simps going hard at it. So far, Druid is in the lead.
I think it's primarily in the lead because it scares you, which I love.
It does scare me, like, depending on what they choose for their 2 specializations.
Maybe Q would go basic and go like, some other boring
That is a
Druid
possibility.
shit.
That is a possibility. She could go like Dreams and Moon and go like full support. I think that might have been my Discord. That might have been mine. I did turn off streamer mode, which is my bad. I probably should have turned that back on. to get rid of the sound effects.
Add that. We'll just add that to the list of things you've forgotten today.
Yeah. The whole giant list.
Hey, Lakefall, thank you very much for the follow. There should have been a sound there. Huh. There should have been a sound effect.
Do you, Levi and Sean,
Oh.
you have any questions and stuff about your...
Oh, I
anything?
know why. It's because
I
wait, no.
am
There should have been a sound effect for that. Weird.
pretty lost.
You're pretty
Okay,
Should I
lost.
fill out my backstory eventually?
Yeah,
There it was.
that...
Yeah, stream elements being weird. I'm slowly replacing
Oh,
stream
what
elements.
about my
getting there.
enemies?
And we have
Who
a
are
winner.
my enemies gonna be?
We have a winner, and we see what happened. Druid has won with Sad Hippo contributing 3,600 bits.
What?
Refuse!
You've been called out. my guy.
195? Holy smokes.
3,600 bits. Assuming, let's say, we can do that math real quick. We can do that math real quick, Thunderhook.
Yeah, it's all money.
Let's assume
And you didn't spend that money
130
on
of
me?
those were you. That would have been 2,600 bits, Thunderhook.
Okay.
So, thank you both. That was the largest simp I have seen in the history of the channel. Like, I dare say, you know what? I'm gonna call it. For those hard simps, I'm giving each of you a month of VIP. I'll have to do it after the stream ends, but both of you get a month of VIP for those simps. Yeah, there's not much that VIP offers at this stage, but absolutely, you guys are both getting VIP for a month. 100%. Like, that was phenomenal.
I'm in the big leagues
Because
now.
realize, 1 cent per bit.
Yes.
Together, you all have bidded $50. That is
Holy
100% poggers. The two of you are poggers. Absolutely.
No one
But
really wanted that.
Druid has won. So I just have to hope that that Keely doesn't try to min-max it. She has proficiencies to choose. Hey, Keely! Can it be Keely? Thank you. Thank you very much for the follow. We've doubled our daily follow goal. Thank you, both of you.
Oh, you hit 100 followers.
Hey,
Man.
that's right. We've hit 100 followers now, guys.
Holy smokes.
Your 2
did
follows,
it.
guys. We've hit 100 follows. And it was for D&D. Of all things, Dungeons and Dragons.
D&D got it.
You found your
Guys,
audience.
we are going to have to make this an absolute poggers.
Doggy.
Oh my goodness. You can tell my brother's here because you can hear the music.
Okay, so giving her additional spells. And cantrip versatility, just like I did the wizard. That's fair. She has to choose her spells. She has to choose her class features. I'm leaving that for her. Her abilities, guys. Her abilities. Holy cow. Keely says she more than likely picking the transformation class. So Moon. Well,
Yes.
Dragoon, Ian. Remember, she gets 2 classes. So if she wanted to go full support, it would be Dreams in Moon. If she wanted. We can I can discuss with her more about the specializations a little bit. Like once during our one-on-one. But yeah, she should once she accepts the D&D Beyond invite, she should be able to browse through everything I have unlocked. And if there's something I don't have unlocked, she can ask me to unlock it, and I absolutely will.
Here, I'll mute myself.
Her stats, right. Keely rolled an 18, 2 16s, 2 13s, and an 8. Well, we know where that 18 is going for a total 20 in wisdom. Holy crap. 16 is a safe bet for Constitution. Guys, where do we think the 7 should go? She's allowed to move these around, but to start off with, where should the 7 go?
I mean,
it'd be mean to make her as dumb as a bag of rocks, right?
I mean, she could be dumb as a bag of rocks, just like me.
But,
you know,
but we could make her very charismatic.
Charisma too.
She's a very very.
But don't druids use some charisma spells, or is all wisdom?
No, it's all based on wisdom. So she could be very in tune with nature, but very not in tune with other people. She's like, it doesn't mean she's bad at talking. It doesn't mean she doesn't know words. She's just bad at relaying, like, getting people to understand what she means. You know.
What you pick, Levi?
I don't remember the word. I had it and it ran away. Yeah.
They're not very charismatic.
Do you feel, Leah? How do you feel?
I'd throw into the charisma. Screw it.
Otherwise it's dexterity or strength, and that kind of seems mean. And she can get around the strength by transforming.
Dex is always nice. They have good stats in Dex, so
yeah, just throw it into charisma.
We'll give her the 16 in Dex and the 13s in intelligence and strength. Which
pretty
maybe
nice
she
stats.
goes with it. Maybe she goes with it, and we'll see how she plays off being not charismatic, but no less intelligent than anyone else.
So, random question. Because I'll have her stats down, right? So, who's the most charismatic person of our party?
The most charismatic?
Is it Levi?
Is it me?
I think it's Levi.
Maybe.
God, I hope not.
I'll look through. Can you send the D&D invite to Lickfall on Discord? Oh, she's on Discord? Absolutely. That must have been what one of the pings was. Yep. Lickfall. Yep. Let me get you situated so that she can join. Add member. There you are. You are invited to that.
Real quick.
Okay, but only real quick.
What?
Okay, your time's up.
Okay. Alright.
What's up?
Gotta go.
Sean?
But first, who are my enemies and who are my allies?
You get to choose.
Yeah, that's something you get to choose as a... Wait, enemies and allies? Well,
wait, are you doing notes?
Hopefully your other players are your allies. But I have heard stories of someone being a very rude player and all the other players agreeing to have their characters kill their character. Like, yeah.
What?
Thunderhook has to dip out for the night. Absolutely, Thunderhook. Thank you very much for the bits. Thank you for I haven't sent the invite just yet. Ian. I'm dilly-dallying. I'm being a very bad DM. I'm sorry. That's my fault. Thank you very much for the bits. Thank you for coming by. Hopefully we can get all the one-on-ones done quickly and actually get the campaign started. But absolutely, thank you very much, Thunderhook. Copy. And just
so I can make you guys my allies.
Well,
yeah, sure.
That's the ideal. That is 100%
Yeah.
the
Okay.
ideal. Is that your party members are your allies. Have a good night, Thunderhook.
Or like you have like a friend from like your backstory that's like will
I'm gonna
help you
go
out
ahead and
if you need them.
do. You know what?
Also,
I trust you. There we go. That's all set up. We have we have Bellamy, the Elf Ranger. This vomit of a name, Dragonborn Paladin. Gagesh, the half orc fighter. Ignacio Escalante, the human wizard. And we have currently the unclaimed druid. I'm going to claim it for now, just so someone doesn't try to jump in and take it, because I am showing the invite link on stream. Throwing this back out there, the invite link is on stream. If I don't recognize your character, I will be deleting it. Just so everyone knows. Like, just saying. Like, yeah. In fact, I will be resetting it after tonight and then hiding it and locking invites. So, just so you all know, like, I won't be playing with that. Someone's gonna try, I know it. And I'm watching you.
no,
But,
your
okay.
chat's the best.
So, we chose our game, the Dragon of Icewind Spire. We all agreed to dual spec, which, once everyone chooses their second spec, I will start adding feats. Setting up feats to give you all your second spec when you hit an appropriate level.
Okay.
We made our characters. We rolled our dice.
So
We were gonna check to
So
see who's
now-
the most charismatic character. That's
Yes.
right.
mine's not
Who is
charismatic.
the most charismatic character?
My
We'll
guess
start-
is Levi.
We'll start with Keely, since
I
we
really
know
hope it's
she's
not
not
me.
gonna win until she
Yes.
changes. Currently, the record is a -1 in charisma. Jumping
Oh, boy.
to our wizard, it's a +1. So currently the wizard is winning. Gilgamesh is a 0, so currently the wizard is still winning. The Dragonborn also has a -1. Because Keely's +1 to charisma brings her to an 8. So the paladin and the druid are both -1 in charisma. And then we have Bellamy with a +1. So the ranger and the wizard are both the most charismatic characters.
Wait, hold on. I'm a +1. I have a 13 in charisma.
It said you had a +0.
I have a 13.
Unless I misread something. No, it says you have 10 in it. Did you forget to update?
How?
Did you forget to update?
It's
Because-
updated.
Because
Isn't
I'm
it?
showing 17 in strength, 14
How
in
do I update
dexterity,
it?
18. You go into to the builder, and on the abilities page, you change it there,
I did that. That's weird.
and then you hit the sheet icon on the right hand side of the what's next.
Hold on. There we go. All right, I didn't update it. I'm better now. So our best stat in charisma on the whole party is +1. Oh, great. That's great.
There are no high charisma characters. I'm still showing the old one. Maybe me going in and refreshing it is keeping it from updating. Maybe. Yeah, it's taking time to update. I'll stay off the character for a little while.
It's fine. But so that's awful. Who's still talking in this party?
Like that's gonna be interesting. So, what? Either the fighter, the wizard, or the ranger are going to end up being the leader.
No,
That's
thank you.
hilarious.
Just wanted to pop in real quick to tell you the pronunciation of my character's name.
Oh, okay. I was going
Okay.
to ask you this because I did call it a vomit of a character name. I have
Please enlighten
summoned
me.
him back.
My character's name is Ferunax Zephyrnor.
Ferunax, so it's a silent W, kind of. Ferunax Zephyrnor. Zephyrnor. Okay, that's not as bad as my brain was making it out to be. That's
Of course.
not nearly as bad.
There were just too many letters for you.
Yeah,
It's a Dragonborn name. There are so many more worse options.
Oh,
Let me
I
tell you.
assume there were.
You should have gone for the worst
Like,
option.
just anyone go to randomly create a Dragonborn character, and when it asks for the name, just keep hitting randomize and see all the bullshit that it could have been.
Let's do that. Let's do that for Shiggles. Now, are you using the randomizer on D&D Beyond?
Yes.
And you have to go and pick Dragonborn first, and then go back to the name randomizer?
Yep. You got to make sure that the race you have chosen was Dragonborn.
Okay, it's chosen. Laura Quinn, Dirk Telonis.
What?
Lorwyn Dirk Telonis.
Also confirming Keely is going to be going Circle of the Moon for her druid.
Moon and what else? Has she chosen her second one?
Have you chosen your second spec? She hasn't chosen her second spec yet.
All fine.
I think she's.
I was mostly worried about her picking both the powerful ones. So as long as one isn't the most powerful, we're good. Okay.
You know what? My character would literally just only ever turn into the direwolf, probably.
What is this? Oh, Guygazzle.
Hold on. I gotta pull Twitch back up.
Guygazzle Lishrift?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sikair? Guygazzle Lishrift?
You're smart, say that.
Oh, man. I'm glad I didn't doubt you, but I'm upset that it's
Hold on.
true.
Zoom back in on that. I gotta see that.
Sikair Guygazzle Lishrift?
Sassiar Guygazzly Shrift.
Guygazzly Shrift?
Oh my God.
I think I made that noise one time.
Oh my god.
See, the funny thing for me is the fact of I'm used to pronouncing Dragonborn names, so that was easy for me to read.
Oh, that's great. So, guys,
but keep hitting random. It gets worse.
Well, here's the thing. I'm placing a rule for the D&D nights that we do have a hard out at 11. And we are 2 minutes out. So, here's how this is going to work. I play a lot of crowd control games, and many of you will probably have seen that I still have crowd control enabled on the stream, even though we're not playing a crowd control game. For those who stuck with us till the very end, I am going to start a crowd control session so that you all can claim the 150 coins. While you all are doing that, we're going to select a raid. So, crowd control has been started. You may need to refresh your stream to get it to give you coins. But that is now active. Let us look and see who we have to raid. I forgot how buttons work on my Twitch dashboard.
Do something completely useless to balance out being part of the circle.
You know what? Derailed Games is one of the channels I follow who also does Dungeons and Dragons very frequently. So, how about we and they recently also received affiliate similar to me. So, I say we give them some love, shall we? They're currently playing Lost Ark, which is, if I remember right, it's basically a Diablo 2 clone, but it does look interesting. So I dare say, how about we give Derailed James some love? So we're gonna. Oh, okay. My button isn't working there, so we'll have to do it the old-fashioned way by typing.
Oh no, a fate worse than death.
Or I can just copy paste.
Could just do the easy thing, but that's no fun.
All right. So, thank you very much everyone who came in and showed up for our first session 0. Our next couple sessions are going to be one-on-ones, kind of figuring out character backstories. I am not banning my players from watching other people's one-on-ones. We're gonna figure out backstories, figure out where the characters fit in the world, and give kind of guidelines for creating backstories. I'm not gonna put many guidelines, but it's something I do have to at least bring up. But thank you very much. We're going to be continuing this nearly every Wednesday, going forward until we hit the actual session. And then we'll have a on-off cycle. But thank you very much, everyone. I wish everyone it's Wednesday, right? I wish everyone a wonderful second half of the week, and thank you for stopping by. And give D-Roll James some love for me, all right? See you guys.